Hola and welcome to Unplayed. I'm so very happy you're here. Today I have part 3 of Introduction to Real Men. Let's allow ourselves to open up and let these men inspire us by the way they love and cherish their wives. Enjoy.
The idea of marriage should always have this sense that you're taking on, and now that I have these 2 kids, more so, but you're taking on the responsibility of someone else, and you're giving away the selfishness of only looking out for yourself.
I am a human rights lawyer.
My wife can do almost anything, and people now sort of are learning more and more of the amazing accomplishments she has.
She stands up for what she believes in, and I think she always has. And she's an inspiration to a lot of young women who say, "Well, you can do all this work and still be, fashionable and fun." I mean, Amal is she's really unique. I feel very lucky in so many ways to have met her.
We talk about it every day. We are really lucky, and we know it. And look, we came to it late. Me much later than her, because she's much younger than me. But I came to it late, and we are really aware of time and how precious it is and how lucky we are to be together.
My father taught me at a very young age to pick fights with people that were more powerful than you, and to stick up for people who were less powerful than you, or had less a position. And I hope that'll be our kids. I hope that would be my wife's and my legacy to our children. But that should be every parent's hope, is that along the way, there's good fights to fight. It doesn't have to cost money. It doesn't have to take up that much time. It just means standing up for the things you believe in.
I am so proud of you, my love. Congratulations on this great honor that you're receiving tonight. I am proud of you, but I also know that when our children find out not only what you have done, but who you are, they will be so proud of you too.
So, yesterday, my 2 children turned 1 year old. And just before that, I turned 57. Hi. I can't tell you what a tremendous experience it is to sit there and, and have my father there. And my parents came all the way from Kentucky. On top of being 2 of the funniest people you've ever met, my parents are 2 of the most ethical people you've ever met. And for me, their example was always sort of due north. They didn't much care what you became. They cared who you became, your character. Were you compassionate? Do you have empathy? Do you care about people? I fail more often than I succeed in trying to live up to my parents' example. But I'll tell you, it's really worth the effort. And I am very proud to be the son of Nick and Nina Clooney. And finally, let me just say, I really did think, I thought you couldn't have it all. I thought if you had a successful career that you weren't really going to be able to have one great love in your life. And then Amal walked in. And now we've got these 2 knuckleheads. They stand about 2 feet high, and every single day they make me feel small. Amal, people know about your intelligence and your integrity, but they don't know about how much you are capable of loving and giving love. And you make every single day, every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, feel as special as tonight. And tonight is very special, and I will treasure it always. So thank you. And
Happy Valentine's week, everybody. It's Tony. Happy Valentine's Week, everybody. We love love, and we're here to just share some insights and tidbits with you for this week.
And this is my girl, Sage. Hi, Bonnie Pearl.
Hi.
Listen, you know, Valentine's Week is such a beautiful time because it makes people think about the one they love instead of all the busyness of their life. And we all know what's most important to us in a life is love and passion and aliveness. But unfortunately, that stuff gets set aside trying to schedule everything else in. So our hope for you this week is that you decide to make it not just Valentine's Day or Valentine's Week, but that you decide there's going to be a part of you and a part of your partner in life, whether you found them or the one you're pursuing or the one you're already with, that you're going to start to cherish at a different level. It's also just deciding to set a stake in the ground, a standard for going forward.
Absolutely.
You know, people get what they accept. People get what they tolerate in themselves and in each other. In our relationship, I think the beauty and the passion and all the juice that I've gotten to experience in our relationship with my girl is because I hold myself to a higher standard than she could ever expect of me. And I think when your standard and focus is about yourself instead of about your partner, about how do I show up more, what am I here to give? In the beginning of a relationship, people's whole focus is how do I light them up? I want to do anything that lights them up. And it makes you feel incredible to light your partner up. And you know a relationship is aging, not based on years, but based on when you can be with somebody a week, but if you start thinking about, well, what are they doing for me? And I'm doing it all, and you start measuring what you're giving instead of just giving from your heart and your soul, things drop off. If you ask a couple, how did you meet? And they talk about it with such passion and excitement, you know the relationship's still alive. If they go, yeah, we met, you know, this is what happened, and we bumped into each other, there's no energy for it. Even the story of how you met affects you.
It does.
So part of this week, you might want to take a look at the stories that you tell about your partner to yourself, to your friends, to your partner, because we start to believe, and God gifted me for all that I've done with millions of people, the good I've done, this has been the gift of my life that I've gotten from that. I believe that's my positive karma. That's the core story I believe about this woman. And that produces a love and a commitment and a devotion to each other that gets through any of the other BS that shows up when you get caught up in the daily stresses of things. And if you're single, it's time to rewrite the story of who you are and the one that you're going to attract, because whatever we focus on, wherever, we all know, wherever energy goes, wherever focus goes, energy flows. So your story controls the energy of your life. If you think all the good ones are gone, it's self-fulfilling. You haven't tried everything, not all the good ones are gone. Because when we meet somebody, we get attracted to them because they change our state, they change the way we feel, and we get excited and want to be with them. Are you putting yourself in a state when you're with the partner in your life or the person you want to attract? Are you really in the state that would make them want to be with you like they would be in the beginning?
It's a game changer. It's a game changer of a level of love and excitement and anticipation to really share your life together.
And fun.
And fun. Like we can call each other Godzilla and we just roll with it.
Godzilla.
Me.
I'm never intense. What are you talking about?
Where did I meet you?
Oh,
First time we met.
Memphis,
Where?
at a comedy club.
Okay. How did we meet? Tell them exactly how we met. Tell them first thing I said to you. Tell them how we met.
I was late.
You were late. Came to a comedy club. She came down front with her girlfriend.
Yeah.
When I saw her, I quit breathing.
He stopped the show, actually. So I came late. I came down front with my girlfriend. Our seats were right here at the front, right by the stage. So we were sitting here. The stage was here. So he's just quiet. He just keeps staring at me. So I'm waiting on him to make me a part of the show so we can get on with the show. So he stayed quiet so long, staring at me. Now everybody in the club is looking at me. And so he finally realized, okay, I got to say something. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know who this is, but I'm going to marry her. Mwah.
That's really it. But I kid you not, the first word I ever said to her was, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to marry you one day. That's the first thing I said. So here, my beautiful wife, they came in. This really was a surprise. I didn't know any of them were in town. I really did. For my birthday, nobody told me what's been going on, so I'm going to have to let them take over. So, Marjorie, what's happening?
Well, we have lots of surprises here for you. Starting with Carly. As the kids, we all wanted to give you a special surprise. We all wanted to tell you how special you are to us and how much you mean to us. So I'm going to start off. My special moment is Christmas when I was 5 years old. You got us, Brandy and I, Miss Rocker bikes. And this was the best Christmas ever because it was snowing outside. So you assembled the bikes in the house and we rode them around the dining room table. because we could not go outside. And this was just a testament of your love, your devotion, and being an awesome father to us.
And now Brandy has a surprise for you as well.
Okay, so when we were 7, you had to perform down in Orlando for a comedy show, so we got to go to Disney World as the trade-off, right? And so the highlight of this moment was it defined summer vacations going forward because we got to road trip home from Orlando to Cleveland. So that was a fun summer excursion with our dad.
Okay, now Morgan has something special to say.
My favorite memory with you was obviously my wedding last year. You walking me down the aisle, and then the special moment that we shared during our father-daughter dance. And for me, I had always kind of looked at that moment, you know, when I thought about it as a young girl and as a child, it was never really going to be a special moment for me. It wasn't something that I looked forward to. But with you coming into my life and us having that relationship, it made it extremely special. So that's just always a moment that I'll really treasure and solidify our relationship.
Our son Broderick has something special to say to you.
My special moment would have to be Jason's 18th birthday when you gave us a step into manhood smoking our first cigars. And when I tell you I almost lost a lung trying to keep up with you. And you sat there and laughed at us for an hour straight. But it felt so good to just sit with you and feel like this, man, I'm doing something with my dad. And I love that.
Our son Jason has something special to say to you.
You took my mother, but you gained a whole lot more with that, you know what I'm saying? But you gave me your last name. And that's the unthinkable for a man to really, you know, as a man, you gave me your last name. And that, God, what man out here, I mean, it's not a lot of them that'll do that, and you did that, and you gave that to me, and then my father, you know, he did what he could, but he wasn't there, and you stepped in and you gave me that. So,
all right.
If only you knew the true amount of love that I have for you, I need for you to know that now. It don't get no better than you, dog. You it.
Now, Lori, what do you have to say?
One of my favorite moments was when I was about 15 years old and I told you I wanted to start dating. So you took me on one of our annual father-daughter dates to my favorite Japanese restaurant. And you just started talking to me about guys, and you just told me that you know, always supported me and you'd always be there for me no matter what. And you loved me unconditionally, and I just really appreciate you for that. And I love you so much.
Okay, we saved the best for last. Our son,
What's up, guys? Hey. I think my favorite moment was I was 13 and I had my first art show, and I didn't actually know you were coming until you guys actually got there. And it was a big moment for me because you're always like traveling and working, and you came by and supported me for my first art show, and that was a pretty big moment for me.
Well, darling, let me say this. I don't even know where to start with my most memorable moment. It's all been special, and I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate the man that you are, the example that you are for our children, for our sons, for our daughters. I mean, I just appreciate how you love me, how you loved my children as though they were yours, how you treat my parents as though they were your parents, just everything. You're just the perfect example. I was truly blessed. I told my father years ago that I was truly looking for a man that was like my father, because I had an example in my house. And I told him, one day I came home and I said, Daddy, I finally found him. And he said, you think so? And I said, I know so. And I just want you to know, I appreciate you and I love you.
This is my best TV moment for me because, you know, that's what my life has come to now. I'm not the person I used to be. It's not about me anymore.
Well, she said it's her moment. It's about Rose.
I ain't working for me. I'm working for them. I got 4 full-time jobs for them. It's so that when... Just, when I'm done, I want you all to just remember that somebody cared more about you than himself. And that I want you to care more about someone else than yourself. I will defend your honor until I die. I love all of you. This is what it is for me. This is the greatest moment I've ever had. I'm very proud to be your father.
I hope this video inspired you and that you were able to appreciate the way a real man shows up for his wife and his children. How real men express their love and admiration. How proud they are to be their rock, their protector, their provider, the guide of the family. There are so many of them out there looking for a partner just like you. Please repeat after me. I am worthy of unconditional love. I can be myself and completely loved. There are so many people out there reaching out with love for me. Those who truly love and care about me will honor my boundaries, my truth, my worth, and receive me with compassion, acceptance, kindness, and respect. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye for now.